Hi, this is Matt Coos with Qmulos. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of our Enterprise Audit app. It's a Splunk app that sits on top of Splunk and contextualizes your machine data for the purposes of auditing your network. The application is based on an intelligence community standard that's called ICS 500-27, and it's mandatory that these items at a minimum are monitored across all classified networks. But it also makes a great standard to adopt as your policy for auditing in general. A lot of compliance standards don't get quite as prescriptive as this intelligence community standard does in terms of what you really should monitor across your network. And so we feel it's a good standard to adopt in general. But if you're in the intelligence community or you deal with classified networks, it's also mandated that you do these things. So our hope is that our app makes this easy. I'll walk you through a couple of the features here. The standard is pretty straightforward in terms of it's got several different event families that we've grouped here and a variety of specific things that need to be monitored within each family. We also provide a configuration page for you to set up your and view your users and hosts that are actually being monitored over time. The other feature we've got is a data summary page. So think of this as a kind of a metadata view of which hosts and source types and users are being monitored currently. And it's always good to make sure that nothing's dropping off and that you are actually monitoring all of the items that you need to be monitoring. And you can baseline that over time. But it gives you views and trends and specific events into what's being viewed across your network. Down here in the lower left, you can see the various families and the different events that are coming in per family over time. The rest of the app basically breaks down the different families that are called for in the standard. So walk through a couple of these, but admin access and escalation, for example. This is great to just show your auditor, hey, I'm monitoring our top users by privileged execution and top processes. Got logins, was explicitly called out in the standard, and failed privileged executions by user as well as raw events. Another family is application, for example. So here we provide you with the apps that are being executed, where they're being executed. Sometimes things will be run where they're not supposed to be run locally, not in an app folder, for example. That will stand out pretty quickly. And then we provide the ability to set up a whitelist, essentially, and list your apps that are supposed to be running, and then you can detect which ones are running that are not on the list. So kind of a basic whitelisting capability. And you can see the various raw data that feeds a lot of the information above. We'll do one more authentication family. And again, great, come in, show your auditor, here's the requirement, here's what we're monitoring. You can use any of the basic Splunk functionality if you're familiar with that. So setting up alerts and identifying specific things that you want to mark in your search. That's all possible here. But here's basically we're monitoring exactly what's required, and we can track that over time and see trends and drill down to raw events as well. So that's the app, and we hope you find it very helpful in passing your ICS 527 audits, and we also hope you find a use for it in just adopting it as your audit policy and letting us help you make sure you're auditing the things you need to be auditing on your network. We hope you reach out to us. Feel free anytime at sales@qmulos.com, and thanks for your time. Take care.